President Trump has ordered a 50% tariff on a wide range of Canadian goods, a move that could rekindle a trade clash with one of America's closest allies. The announcement came on Monday, when the president signed orders that will take effect in 30 days. According to administration officials, the duties are a response to what they describe as Canadian discrimination against three United States industries: motor vehicles, dairy, and alcohol. The tariffs will apply to products such as wine, hockey sticks, cement, dairy products, plywood, paper, and furniture. The legal basis for the action is Section 338 of the Tariff Act of 1930, a provision written during the Great Depression that allows the president to impose duties of up to 50% on imports from countries that discriminate against U.S. commerce in a way that is unique compared with other nations. Officials say this is the first time the provision has been used in recent memory. Canada has been in the president's sights since it retaliated against earlier tariffs that Mr. Trump imposed on a broad array of products last year. Since then, several Canadian provinces have halted purchases of U.S. alcohol, and Canada, together with China, was one of only two nations to answer the U.S. measures with its own levies. U.S. officials also note that Canada maintains certain tariffs and quotas on American cars and places restrictions on U.S. cheese. If the new tariffs go into effect, they could be highly disruptive for Canada's export-dependent economy. The government in Ottawa has warned that the measures would raise costs for businesses and consumers on both sides of the border. Prime Minister Mark Carney characterized the tariffs as the latest in a series of U.S. actions that are in direct violation of the trade agreement between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. He said the Canadian countermeasures that Mr. Trump cited were merely a response to the president's earlier tariffs, adding that Canada, as is its right, has simply matched those measures. In his statement, Prime Minister Carney emphasized that Canadians have stood together, taking the necessary actions to support the economy and defend workers, farmers, businesses, and families. He also noted that the trade dispute has raised costs for families, particularly in the United States, and said Canada stands ready to engage intensively to address outstanding issues. The tariffs will not apply to energy products, potash, certain fish and minerals, or to items already subject to national security duties that can reach 50%, such as steel. Administration officials stress that the goal is to pressure Canada to change its practices, though they acknowledge the risk of disrupting supply chains and increasing prices for American consumers. That's a look at the latest development in the U.S.-Canada trade relationship. Thanks for listening.